Hey everybody, so I wanted to share with you my swap projects that I'm working on. They're not completely 100% done, but I wanted to show you before I start packing things up what I have going on. So I am in Tamika's group Swap-A-Palooza. I don't think I've ever joined that one. I may have. I can't remember. But I do join her group swaps every now and then just to have something going on. Keep my crafty mojo going, you know, because usually I'm so into my planners that, you know, I don't do too many projects like these. But anyway, her group swap this time is called Swap-A-Palooza, and you get to choose from a few options of swaps that she's already done in the past. So you get to pick one, and you do, you know, you follow those rules on that particular swap and send out 4 of them. Of course, I always send an extra one for her. It also helps out so she can show you what you're going to get if you're in my group, and I think I'm in group number 1 this time. So I went with the stuffed pocket swap. I did join that one last time and I really loved it, so I decided to do it again. It does take a lot of little things to go inside, so yeah, if you ever do join her swaps, now again, it's a group swap. It's through Tamika's channel, which is Scrap the World. I'll link her channel down below. I don't do one-on-one swaps except for with a few of my crafty friends that I've known for a while, so I don't, you know, join in on new swaps with anyone, but I do join in hers because she does keep it regulated. So anyway, like I said, I joined the stuffed pocket swap and I'm in group 1. So if you're in group 1, hi. If you don't want to see what you're going to get, then you might not want to watch this video, but it's not 100% done anyway, but almost done, because I'm about to just like pack it up and start filling these things. And then also with the stuffed pocket swap, you also had to pick your theme, and I went with one of the themes was like mystical. They had like the sweet treat one, but I went with the mystical and I went with unicorns. So yeah, I've been wanting to play with that again, and I did use one of the new pads that I got from Michael's, but I don't have it out because, you know, I kind of cleaned up here since I had my crafty friends here the other day. Let me see if I can get it out. I did use this for the majority of my paper. Rainbow to Dreamland. It's one of the newer ones at Michael's, one of the hot buy pads. And then I used my silhouette machine, so I'm gonna have to, darn it, for most of the cuts on this I used my silhouette machine. I made a bow, I made the little totes, I made envelopes, and also flowers. You had to have some kind of a stuffed pocket, so I went with a little bag as my pocket, and a 3x3 note card and an envelope, and the note card had to have like at least 1 layer and an embellishment and a sentiment. You also had to either make or alter 1 flower. You had to have a shape tag that also had 1 layer and the to and from on the back, and a hanging element plus 1 embellishment. You also had to make 1 2-inch embellishment, and then you had to have 2 stick pins with at least 1 spacer and 2 pearls. So yeah, that had a lot going on, and I kind of like those kind of swaps because it's challenging, because you gotta, you know, make sure you have every single item that's in there, and of course it all has to coordinate. On top of that, you did have to add your currently, so I did do that. The name of the swap that you picked, again, I used my Cameo. I used both my Photoshop and my Cameo to do all this, because I did do a lot of digital work and a lot of cutting with my machine. I put that to work. And what else? I guess that's it. Plus, you know, usually you have to add your name and YouTube information. So let's get started. And here is my pocket. It's actually just a little tote bag, and I was inspired to do this by Elizabeth's little pocket or bag that she made for me. she sent out a few of these to some of her crafty friends. Let me just show you real quick. I can't remember if she said if she just followed a tutorial when she did this or if she used her Cameo, but it's very similar. You see, this is actually narrower than mine. Like I said, I used my Silhouette. I've just purchased one of the files. So I totally love this little tote, so I wanted to look for something similar, and I did find one through the Silhouette store. So I just, you know, it's a little smaller or shorter. Actually, it's smaller both ways, but same concept. And you fit a lot. I mean, when I pulled out all the goodies out of here, I just kept on going, and this really does fit a lot of stuff. So I thought, okay, that'd be cute. And since Tamika loves little things, there you go. So I did do, like I said, 5 of these using that paper. These solid colors actually from another paper collection, but I'm not going to pull that out. For the trim on here, I did use this. I just shared this on my haul video from Michaels. They have this one on clearance. They have a few colors on clearance, and they are already stitched and fringed on both ends. When you buy this, though, just know, because you do have to take it out of here and unfold it until you get to the one that's attached to here, and that's your beginning. Because I was like, how in the world is it, where does it start? So the end is actually your beginning. It's attached to this thing, but you got to unfold it, and then, because it comes sort of like something like this, right? And then you just take this out and unfold until you get to that part. So yeah, it took me a minute, but that's how it works. And now I just keep it like this. I'm going to staple it back up. And then I just used some trim that I had from the Miami warehouse. On top of that, I kind of like that iridescent look. Made me think of unicorns right in the middle. And there are brads holding the handles. I just used some my glue gun to adhere everything, and then later on I went, some of these are kind of still stuck together, so I just kind of pick at them and then just, you know, fluffed it up a little bit, so it's kind of crazy looking. It kind of looks like an Easter basket at the same time, and since Easter is coming, you know, why not? So it was a little difficult for me to stick this together, but it did come out fine. So again, I did those, and then to go inside all the goodies, let's see, let me show you this, and then I'll attach the finished, you know, all filled up. Before I wrap everything, once it's filled, I'll show it to you, and then I'm going to pack that up into another baggie and then show you that again. I'll try to put all that in here. One of the things, again, you needed to put your information, so I did that. All of this was printed and cut on one sheet on 110-pound cardstock, and I went into my files. I have the Carousel collection. I think it's Mary Holmes. So I was looking for a few little extras because you can't put too much in here. I figured that die cuts are nice and thin to put in here, so I did cut just 3 items. This one's a little banner, and I got a ticket here. Well, I'll just leave them stuck together. It says Big Smiles, and then a unicorn from the Carousel. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on, where's my camera view? There we go. And I did them small because I was trying to fit everything on one sheet, but I figure this is a nice little size too. That's the beauty of digitals. You can cut it any size you want. And then from my collection, I have my mug. These are going to get foiled as soon as I'm done, so I'm going to be foiling these. And these are my own little drawings that I have in my shop with some kits. And then I have create on here, because if you're in that group, that means you've created something, so I thought that'd be great for all the crafters. And then here, another image from a different collection, and this is where I put the info. It's called Swap-A-Palooza at Scrap the World. My name, my YouTube channel, and this is going to go on the outside of everything, and then this one here is going to go on the, after I package this, stuff pocket swap. That's so they know which one I had chosen. So those are some of the digitals that I did. Some of the things that I'm going to be tucking in here, and I guess I could do one, is these stickers that I had found at Target. So there's 2 different ones, and they're all unicorn related. Perfect size for here. I had done the note cards with another file. I only did the envelope. Okay. I only used the file for the envelope, and they had to be 3 by 3. So this I cut by hand with you know, my cutter, because it's simple. It's 6 inches by 3. And there's that paper, and then really cute. I left this pretty simple, and then here I put a gold doily. Not sure where I got that from. This die cut here was cut for me. I think it was Elizabeth for we did a unicorn swap, so I did have those still, so I used one of those. I die cut a cloud, not die cut, with the silhouette I cut a cloud that came with something. It came with the tag that I'm going to show you. So then this right here is actually a sticky note or a page flag, and I cut it down a little bit smaller and added it to some pink cardstock and then some foam tape. And then this little bling here, I am looking again for these kind of things. They are at Dollar Tree. I had bought a few different shapes, and they kind of have that hollow kind of look to it. So that's the tag with, I mean the note card and envelope set. I think I'm gonna put them in loose. I don't have little baggies to put these kind of, you know, these things in, so I'll probably just put it in loose in here. So I have those, and again, we had to make a couple of stick pins, so I made stick pins and then put them in matchbook style packaging. Everything is like, I had it all organized in my blue tin here. And now it's all out. I'm missing one. Here it is. Again, using the paper from the collection. This little sticker, it's like a chipboard sticker, is from Target. It came in one of those buckets. And inside of all these, I have exactly the same stick pins I made. I love them. I just use colors to coordinate. And I have these really thick foam squares that I found at Tuesday morning, and they were perfect. So I put 3 down and kind of just measured, you know, everything according to that and the length of my stick pins, and it just kind of slips in there. It stays in place. So we'll put that in there. And then my other 2 requirements is a altered or handmade flower. I went ahead and made one with my silhouette, and then the 2-inch embellishment. I should have an open package here. I do. Okay, so I had these little tiny baggies that I found at Tuesday morning as well, and I did not adhere anything to the card, so you can reuse this, but this is from the same paper collection, and it's smaller than the bagging because these are kind of thick. And I did use my glitter. I have this mixture that I did myself with some glitters from different places. So this file here, and I'll try and post down below the file names, but if I forget, I do apologize. I did use several files. It actually came with the Silhouette Cameo, so it didn't really have a name, but I'll see if there's some numbers to go with it. I think it was just called layered flower or something like that. It's 3 layers, and you know, you just layer them together, and then you can, you know, like curl the petals. In the middle, I put a little bling that I had gotten from the Miami warehouses, and then just around there I put some glossy accents and then my glitter. And then on the back I have a dimensional foam die. It has the backing still on it, so you can peel it and stick it anywhere you like. So there's my flower, and then my 2-inch embellishment. It's a little bit bigger, but the backing part is 2 inches, and then of course I put another one of those foam dots. This right here and this, they were tags that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby, And you can see I had cut out the head part and layered that on a scallop punch. And then this one here, I just cut it down a little bit smaller so it wouldn't be too big. I was trying to stay within that 2 inches, but it wasn't easy. And you know, that unicorn already has glitter on there, and then I just used another one of those stars. There's 2 layers of the scalloped circles, which I used a punch for, and it is a 2-inch circle. So I just slide these in. I didn't put any adhesive. They stay in place since it's such a small packaging. But those are the other 2 requirements. And now I'm going to seal this. The rest are sealed. I just was waiting to do this video. And let's see, I should have 5, hopefully. They're all exactly the same. So here's the other one. Okay, so we got that. I have been busy. You haven't seen me much, but you can see I've been busy, and I've been posting on Instagram. Okay, so let's do it this way. Let's see if that works. Okay, so we got that. The other requirement is a shaped tag. So I actually made an extra one. I was trying to fill up the page with all my cuts. I did a unicorn. It's so cute. And this was actually part of like a bag or a box, the die. I mean the cut file, and it came with those clouds that I showed you earlier that is on the here. It had a couple of clouds, but I only did the unicorn and 2 layers. So the pink is 1 layer and the blue is another. The 3rd layer is the wings and the horn. I did glitter those up. Those get cut out, the nose, mouth, and the eyes, but I filled it in with a black liner. Then I just put on a little lavender bow. It had to have a hanging element, so I made a hole with my crocodile and put some of this. This is from Target, from a little bit like last year, maybe from Valentine's. Rose gold cording. Only thing is, once you cut it, it just comes right apart. You could actually just use, it comes like 3 pieces on there. You could actually just use like one of those and stretch it. And then you have to have a to and from, so on the back I just wrote in to and from. Plenty of room to write names in there. So those are going to go in with my, let's see, well, maybe right here. I want to kind of see it. Put the string over here. I made extra embellishments. Well, let me show you the things that need to be in here first before I show you that. Let's see. I already showed you the other stuff. So currently I designed little cards with my Photoshop. So I actually have an extra one. I might throw this into my spring swap since I have an extra one. They came out really cute. So I'm using that same font. It's similar to Ray Dunn, but it's not. So that's what I designed. It's a currently card, and inside I put in my info. I don't really do this kind of stuff, you know, that's more for pen pals, but it is required. So I went ahead and put my currently. I put in this image here. So currently watching Midsummer Murders, listening to 90s dance mix when I am either working out or cleaning, crafting my spring projects, and of course working on my planners. My snacks lately have been the planners peanuts, just plain old peanuts, lightly salted, and some spicy corn nuts. Usually I mix those in with some plain stuff. And then my plans, I didn't really know what, because you have to have 5 currently items in here. So I just put in currently. My plans are, I'm saving up for a new car, still working on that. But that's going to go in here. Let's see. I'll maybe stick it up front. Okay, we got that. So I did make extra embellishments. I made little pinwheel wands. Okay, so I made some of those, and then some layered bows. It's a new file that I picked up. I don't know if it's new to Silhouette, but it's new for me. I never seen this one, so these are already sealed. But I made these cute little bows, and they have scalloped edges, and they are like a 2-layered bow. Again, this is also a Dollar Tree piece. It's in the aisle with the craft stuff and sometimes with the toys as well. It comes with the 2 tails. It has the thing to wrap around, except the tails were a little too long. So first I just cut them in half and then kind of slid it over to make it shorter, but then I felt like it was still too long, so I cut some more off on the ends. So it coordinates. Again, another piece of cardstock in the back, and then this again does not have any kind of adhesive or anything on that one. So it's another silhouette cut file. Hopefully I'll remember to put those numbers down below for you. If I don't do it right away, I'll try to get to it, you know, later on, and you can come back. Alright, and then the other embellishment that I made is the little pinwheel wands, and these straws I got like 1 or 2 years ago from Michael's. They are cut down in half, so because this is, you know, so short. And again, another silhouette cut file, and I just use a pearl brad, which is actually from Wild Orchid Craft, and a little more glitter right in the center around the brad, just for a little sparkle. And we could pop this here for now. Actually, let me wait till I put in these. Hold on. Again, I showed you this before, and these are the bubble blowers from Dollar Tree that I got around Valentine's, and I now just picked up a bucket of white or clear ones with white tops that are hollow, and they are from Michael's. They were half off. So, and all of a sudden it went down. I was like filling these, but once they get moved around a lot, then it goes down. But that's okay, just, you know, it leaves room for shaking. So one of these are going to go in there, and this mixture, I was going to get more, but Hobby Lobby didn't have any more. This is from Hobby Lobby in the spring collection right now, but my Hobby Lobby's already out. They don't have any more. I was going to get another bag, but the colors coordinate perfectly with this, so that's going to go there, and then I could put this down. So I think that would be perfect. Let's see, maybe like this, something like that. And for now, that's all that I have. So I'm just going to, I think I'm going to make a little dangle. So when that's done, I'll come back with that. And I'm going to like package up the little die cuts in, I have little bags left, I think. And of course, this is going to go on the packaging. So I will be back shortly for the fully loaded, you know, completed pocket, and then I'll also be back with everything packed up in one thing. All right. Okay guys, so I'm back because I'm like packing up some of the goodies that I'm gifting into the pocket. I just wanted to go over the mink, the machine that I used to foil. I didn't use it to foil these. Let's backtrack. I bought a mini mink from Tuesday Morning one time. It was a disaster. I returned it, told them it's not working. I ordered a normal size mink, the big one, from Amazon because it was a really good deal. It was brand new, and when I got it, it worked. But today I wanted to foil these, and it never got up to the right temperatures. None of the lights, you know, I tried all the settings and they wouldn't work. It stayed cold. I even ran the empty sleeve in there to see if the sleeve would come out hot. No, nothing. It got warm, and that's about it. It only got up to this first setting. I turned it off, I waited a while, turned it back on, tried all the settings. I got so frustrated with that thing. So I wasn't going to try another day, because even if it works tomorrow, it might work, it might not work the next day. So I already went through the Amazon return thing, and I'm shipping that back, getting my money back. And yeah, I'm bummed because it really did heat up right and foil things perfectly, but This I just did with my regular laminator, and it doesn't do a great job, but I'm still gonna send them out because it still is cute and it still has that look. I did use the mink foil, the hollow foil. So yeah, I wanted to just kind of go over that, but I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm doing here. I have these are actually labels, but they're stickers. You know, labels are stickers, the same, from Party City or Party Supermarket. So I had cut some down to just have like single stickers, and I'm putting them in there with those die cuts that I showed you, and then one of these, and then I'm going to kind of cut these up too. There's exactly 5 sets of stars and unicorns, so they're going to go in this little baggie, and these I had for quite some time now, for years, because I don't even think they have this blue label over at Tuesday Morning anymore. But they do not have the sticky thing on top. You do have to kind of, you know, stick it yourself with something. So I think I'm going to do like a mini bag topper here. So I put those items in, and I forgot one of my clouds here. I'm going to throw in a cloud just to have a little cloud in there. Actually, this would be, let me see, how many clouds do I have? I probably don't have enough to put one in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, no, because this would be cute as part of the topper, but I would still have to attach it to something. You know what, I'm going to save it for the topper. Okay, so I put the items in there, and I'm going to cut this up and just show you. Real simple. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of the same thing. You can just share parts of like sticker sheets and stuff, especially in these smaller swaps like this. Then you don't have to send out the whole thing. You could just, you know, snip a piece and send it out like that. And you know, it's okay if it's cut a little wonky because you're trying to cut around them. Some of them are a little more straighter, but at least they'll have, you know, they'll have a unicorn and a star, so that will go in, you know. And I'm not gonna pick and choose who gets what. I'm just gonna send it out like that. What else did I want to send? Because this would be like my little goodie bag. Okay, I put one of each of those. Oh, I know what I was gonna send. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I didn't use some of these things. I might see if I can use it because I still wanted to make the dangle, but I have these bits and pieces from there. Some of them were gifted to me, and some I got through, I don't know, I think it was Amazon. But I wanted to find, like, I don't think I have 5 of these. They're probably going to get different pieces. I think I'm going to throw one of those in, and I'm definitely going to put some of this in here. So I've got these, and I just bought a bag of these at a warehouse that's down in Miami. I don't go there anymore. I don't shop like that anymore. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you don't have to give a ton of stuff. Just enough. And then I have all these extras. Now all of these 4 compartments here have 4 different shapes of these hollow pieces, and these are all from the Dollar Tree. And there's actually about 2 to 3 bags in some of these in this container, which I got from Walmart. So I was really surprised to find that at Dollar Tree. Okay, so for now, let's just, I'm going to pull out like maybe one of each piece so they have a little bit of bling in there. Oops. I am trying to have them face in the right direction. And then one of the pink ones. And then I said, I feel like these might be a little too chunky, but I don't see any flatter ones in here. I do have these. These would have been perfect, but there's only 2 in here, so I'll just stick to these. Even that, it doesn't matter if they're not the same, so yeah. And it helps me get rid of some because I am just hoarding them. Oh, here's this one. Let's just, I'll try to keep them all the same at least, but might not happen. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I will do that. At least they're all the same type. They're different color, blue and purple, but somewhat similar. And what I'll do is give this one a different color. So I don't know if I'm gonna throw anything else in here. I might. I could think of something small, and then we're just gonna put a topper on that, and then throw it in the other thing. Alright, so I will return. Okay, you guys, so quickly again, these are so darn cute. So I, usually gift things aside from my swap projects, and of course I like to do little extra goodies with these group swaps. Here is so far what I've got. I haven't done the dangle yet. It's probably not going to happen today. You'll see it in this video, but I'm doing a little bit at a time, and I do have a full-time job. So if you're new to this channel, just know that not only do I have a full-time job, but I also have an online shop, and I try to squeeze this stuff in. So, but I've never done such a small little goodie bag. And I really wanted to do tiny things in honor of Tamika. So I showed you, the little cuts. Again, I'm going to try to list the files that I use for this kind of stuff. And this again was together with the unicorn. So what I did was I had those little baggies that I showed you, cut strips of paper that were 3 inches, because I think the bags are 3 inches by 2 inches, and then just folded it over. I was going to do the scallop finish, but I decided not to. I left it simple because I was putting that cloud, and I put the cloud like halfway down. Then I put this little tag that comes from that pack I showed you. Where'd it go? All the little die cut, here they are. These came boxed differently, and I don't even know if they all came together, but I had some of those beach bubbles, which I don't even know if there's any more left in here. I think I already used them or gifted them. But this just says hello, and it's foiled. So I just hot glued them down. Oh, I did use this here, which I'm not sure where. I know I got this from Tuesday Morning, but I don't know the brand. But I didn't realize how tiny the little staple was, which is perfect. I didn't really want to adhere it to where people couldn't open it. Usually we like to put the opening on the bottom, but since these little pockets don't have any kind of adhesive, and when we use washi tape, sometimes those don't hold down, so I figured, you know what, I'll just kind of tack it down with a little staple, which I didn't even know was that tiny, but I mean, it's teeny tiny. So whoever gets these could just, peel that off, pull it off. And I did fold over the baggie just a little bit, stapled it, hot glued down my cloud halfway down, the speech bubble, and this trim here, which, where to go, is from Hobby Lobby. So it's just, multicolored. It just changes color as you go, and called it a day. So that was it. These are so cute and small enough it should tuck in. I'm going to tuck it towards the back where the stickers are. So I have stickers in here. They wouldn't. It's really snug now. Okay, so let's just try to put it behind the stickers for now. Okay, so that's sort of gonna be like a bit of a cloud backdrop for the unicorn. You can see it a little bit. And I didn't show you that I had tucked in the bow that I had made in there as well. I think when I was putting everything in, I forgot to put in the bow. And I mean, the only thing that fell out is this, but it's so snug in there that it barely comes out. So, where was it? Back here? Yeah, it's nice and tight. I like that. So I don't think I'm going to add any other extra goodies, because again, I have extra things like this and the bow, the sticker sheets, I don't know what else, and then this little baggie here with a few other goodies. I'm trying to keep it compact so that I can ship it out all in one envelope. So now the next part that you're going to see after this will be the packaging. So this, oh no, I'm sorry, the dangle that I have to make still. I'm going to make a little dangle to put around here. So it'll be that, and then lastly the packaging. So I'll be back. Okay, so here's what I did. I got a bullnose clip that I had in my stash. It's like a bright pink, and then I just attached a tiny little tassel and a little teeny tiny like a blingy kind of dangle on there, and then I just clipped in one of those little tags that came with the other stuff here, and it's removable so that the person who receives it can use it. Now I'll just take it out. I was gonna glue it in there, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave it so they could use it. It's really a cute tag. And then here is the teeny tiny tassel. I just attached with a jump ring onto the thingy there, the hole, and it's just gonna go right in here, and tucked this guy in there. And the little tassel, first off, the little bling charm, it's actually a charm. I buy these at Walmart, and it came off of this middle row here, so they're ready to just add to things. And then the tiny dangles are actually off of one of these. This is one earring that I didn't take apart, that I also get from Walmart. I always like to buy their clearance jewelry, things that I can change, you know, turn into, like this is an earring. I would never wear something like this, but this would be a really cute dangle for a planner. So when I bought this one, I already immediately thought, look at all the little tassels on here. So I just took them apart. See, now I have just like the orange ones left, and you know, they already have the little findings, the jump rings on them, so I just added another one that I had and made that. So okay, so we are going to continue on with packaging, which is, I'm just going to pause right now, but I think you won't see the time change, but this is going to be in a second day that I'm going to pack these up, so I will return. Okay, you guys, so a day has passed, and I'm pretty much packaging up my swap goodies. I finished bagging 3, and these are how they're gonna go, just like this. I want you to see what's in here. And so these 3 are done. I'm gonna finish 2 more, but one of them I'm going to leave open to the end, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing here. So I got my finished loaded pocket, and the little tag that I made that says stuffed pocket swap, what I did was I turned it into a little wand using sandwich picks. Now I found this, I think, at Dollar Tree. Yeah, and these are like longer than normal toothpicks. They're sandwich picks, so it's a nice little long size. So I just hot glued my sign or my tag on here, and on the back I finished it with one of those hearts from Dollar Tree, and then I just tucked it in a spot where it kind of is snug so it doesn't move around. And that way you'll see there's my swap, because you had to put somewhere in here what swap you picked for this Swap-A-Palooza. And then you'll see that all I did was tuck in my little information thing, the actual swap that this is, you know, the whole swap, at Scrap the World, my name, and my YouTube channel. So I just tucked that in. And what I'm using as a little bit of filler for fun is this Easter grass. I want to tell you that I got this from Dollar Tree. Yeah, I think it is Dollar Tree. It's the same address. So this is from Dollar Tree. They got all kinds of fun things around Easter time. So Easter, all the holidays, always buy things that you think you could use throughout the year. Like this right here, you can use this throughout the year. You can use it in gift packaging like I am doing here. So, and it's that hollow effect, which also makes me think of unicorns. So I just pulled a little bit out. And these bags here I had gotten through Walmart.com. It's the perfect size actually. So Walmart.com, just type in 6.5 by 6.5 self-sealing bags. I pick up a few at a time whenever I think I need them. It's not a size that I always use, but for this it actually worked out perfect. I'm actually leaving the opening on the top this time, but it's going to be able to just, you know, pull this open and pull out the goodie, the bag, the tote. So we're going to just throw this in here, and then I got these tweezers. I'm going to show you what I do, just because I'm not going to just put this in and then lay in my bag, because then it's just going to scrunch up down there and look kind of silly. I think I need a few more pieces. These things are long, so you don't need much. Okay, so that's enough. That's more than enough. And I'm putting it where the sticky part that we're going to close over is going to be facing away from me, and the front of my bag is going to face me. And you see how everything's just going to scrunch down. So what I do is I take these, or anything that you have, and I'm just using that hook to pull up, even in front a little bit, pull up some of those fibers, and just, you know, spread it around so it looks cute. And make sure that everything is pushed in. I still want to see that. And then I'm going to tuck in my little card here with my info. It's just going to sit right there. Nothing will be attached. You can still see what this is. You'll be able to read everything without having to pull it out yet. And then, you know, eventually you pull it open. So hopefully everything will be okay. You know, it's most likely things are going to get bent out of shape during shipping. I'm not sending it in a box, I don't think. I am sending one extra one, so it's going to be more packaging than what Tamika will be sending. But I'm okay with curling these points. That's pretty much it. And now for the last one, I'm going to pull everything out and go over it with you. So this goes with here, and then I'll finish it off camera. So here is my finished swap for the Swap-A-Palooza over at Scrap the World. Again, I chose the stuffed pocket swap because I really wanted to do another loaded pocket, and I was inspired by Elizabeth's little bag that she sent me. So again, you know, everything I mentioned earlier, again, I'll try to list down below all the files that I use. The majority of the items that I made on here are using silhouette cut files. So if you're in my group, which is group number 1, this is what you're getting. Or again, it's going to be packaged like this with everything visible. And here we go. So up front we have the clip with the dangle. This is just an overview of everything. You can skip this if you don't want to see it. The little tag, I did not attach it so that you could use it if you'd like. And then let's pull out everything. Here is, now it's a little wand with the name of the swap that I have chosen. And we'll pull this out first. The shape tag that we needed to have. I won't explain everything now because I've already kind of gone over it all. Here is my pinwheel wand. I'm going to see how much fits in this thing. My currently, this is like probably the bulkiest. The stick pins, because you need to have 2. And then some extra stuff. This was extra, of course. Everything like over here is extra. The filled bubble blower, the extra bow I made. I slid it over to the side so that this part would be skinny. If I had a bag smaller, then I probably would have done that too, but that's okay. Then you need to have the altered or, you know, handmade flower, and then a 2-inch embellishment, so I have them packed together, and the note card and envelope. Let's see, and then of course the bag. I'm going to show you that, but the note card and envelope, blank inside. There's the envelope, and I put in a couple of little sticker sheets that fit perfectly, and my little goodie bag. I love this. This might be my favorite part. This cute little goodie bag, and then my tote. So you saw earlier what I used to make this. You see how much can fit in here. So that is pretty much it. A lot of goodies in here, and they just slip back in snug. It's going to be very snug. Actually, this goes back here. Yeah, I want the stickers in the back, something like that. It will be snug, just so you know. So things have to get moved around in order for everything to fit. But as you can see, it does go in. And there's flexibility. The little tote, you know, it's flexible. I'm gonna make sure that goes down as far as I can go for the packaging. And then my sign. And then we're just gonna clip this back on. Try to make everything usable, you know, for the end. And that's it. So I'll just finish packing this off camera. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Mika again for another great swap, and until next time, bye now.